right. Mark Twain said, golf is a good walk spoiled. And I should have listened to him. Because when I was a banker, I took up golf because I wanted to network, do deals on the golf course, and be a business success. Kind of like Donald Trump. But that was not to be. I didn't realize just how brutal of a golfer I was. I found golf to be just downright stressful and frustrating. Because golf is one of those games where one day you could be hitting everything and think, I'm ready to be admitted to the PGA. And then the next day, the only thing you're hitting are the woods, the water, or metal roof buildings. And the only thing you want to be admitted to is a mental health hospital. Okay? Let me give you an example. One time I went out with a colleague to a nine-hole golf course. And I was having the game of my life. After 8 holes, I had hit a 42. So that meant on the last hole, I only needed 7 shots to hit under 50. That's phenomenal for a new golfer. I was feeling it. And when I looked at that 9th hole, it was 240 yards away. There was one problem. There was a big pond in the middle of it, and then there was the green. Psychologically, that might as well have been the Pacific Ocean, and the green was a postage stamp. But still, I was feeling it. So my first mistake is I took out my driver, because I figured I'm just going to blast it over there. So I put the ball down, took a nice shot. Beautiful pop-up. Bloop. Into the water. So I put the ball down again. To another shot. Beautiful. Bloop. Into the water. I took 6 shots, all 6 of them went into the water. At this point, I'm having an emotional intelligence breakdown. I am really frustrated. Except my colleague, he thinks it's funny. He goes, Patrick, I wasn't sure if I was on a golf course or an artillery range. And then he goes, Patrick, you're more likely to catch a fish than to hit that green. At this point, I wasn't sure if I was more suicidal or homicidal. I wanted to kill him. Golf is frustrating. It's not only my colleagues, but also it's my boss. My boss used to love having me on his foursome. Why? Well, one, I sucked. And he knew he could beat me. The second reason, he thought I was entertaining. He loves to tell the story of the time where I hit the ball off the driver, and I sliced it so bad, I hit a moving train. When I actually went into the clubhouse, my boss told everybody and said, I have a new nickname for Patrick. Please refer him to as the Shankopotamus. So for a half an hour, they all told me, kept calling me the Shankopotamus. But then my boss felt bad. My boss said, oh, Patrick, I feel bad that we've been making fun of you. I'm going to buy you lunch. So when he got up to the counter, instead of saying, Patrick, what do you want for lunch? He looked at me and said, what does a Shankopotamus eat for lunch? So my boss has always been brutal to me. Now my boss, the last time we went golfing, had introduced me to his best client, not as Mr. McGinty. No, he introduced me as Mr. Mulligan. So I was like, oh. And I've had a lot of nicknames on the golf course, and none of them have been any good. For example, my boss paid for us to have putting lessons, and we were all practicing our putting, and the instructor's looking straight at me, and he kept using my name. He said, now Patrick, when you're on the green, he goes, you have to be very sensitive. It's kind of like making love to a woman. Like, really? I turned to my colleague, I go, making love to a woman? Don't tell my girlfriend that my nickname on the green is the gorilla. So, but you know, I did find one practical use of my golf skills. I was talking to my brother not too long ago, and he just bought some land in Vermont, and he was looking to build a house, and he needed to find some water to build an oil well. I mean, a water well. And he got a dowser, one of those dowsers with the rods. And I go, wow. I go, how much did that cost? And he said, oh, about $200. Like, $200? I go, I would have done it for free. He goes, how? I go, just give me a golf ball and a driver. I'll go find you some water. So, golf has been very challenging to me. I wanted to get into golf, to network, to do deals, and to be a business success. And none of it happened. Mark Twain said, golf is a good walk spoiled. And I should have listened to him. All that time that I wasted golfing, I could have been doing something even better, like hiking. Because to me, hiking is a good walk, enhanced. Madam Toastmaster.
You couldn't have led me off with a better